What's up, YouTube? My name is Justin Shanholtzer. I represent Beckley's RVs, Maryland's #1 RV dealership for the last 18 years in a row. And today we're gonna do a quick walk around on a 2021 Grand Design Reflection 268BH. All right, so the 260BH is within Reflection's 150 series. The 150 series is geared towards some smaller half-ton towable size trailers. So this thing only weighs about 7,850 pounds as it sits, and it's a little bit over 31 feet long. So it's very lightweight. Ideally, we'd like you guys to be towing this with an F250, but again, for some F150s, this would absolutely work just fine. So we're gonna dive into a couple of the cool features, advantages, and benefits of this particular model. So starting off up top here, they do a full automotive painted front cap. The benefit to this is it's not going to fade or oxidize like what some of the old style travel trailers and some of the old style fifth wheels would. So the cool thing with this is it won't lose any of its color or anything like that over the years. All right, so the first thing is up front here, we have the turning point. So what the turning point provides is a full 90-degree turn with a short bed truck. Most short bed trucks need to have a sliding fifth wheel hitch in order to provide you 90-degree clearance. If not, the cab of the fifth wheel, or the front cap of the fifth wheel, will touch the cab of the truck if you try and make that 90-degree turn. So the cool thing is you could spend a little bit less money with the fifth wheel hitch by going with a standard non-sliding fifth wheel hitch. And we can remove a couple of bolts here from the turning point, and it actually gives you the ability to have this pin box here swivel. So that'll provide that full 90-degree turn. Now the next thing that's really neat with this model is you have a 4-point electric auto leveling system. So when you guys pull into the campground on that late night, you have the ability to disconnect from the truck and the trailer, and you'll be able to just click one button and that'll fully auto level this thing all the way out. So you're not having to pull up and down off of blocks or having to adjust anything as needed. So that's something that's gonna be a huge, huge convenience item for you guys. So this model has two 30-pound propane bottles. You got one on this side, one over on the other side. It's also got an automatic switch over to it. You probably won't be burning through a whole lot of propane with this, and we'll show you why that is inside here in a little while. But another cool thing right here is their pass-through storage. They have massive pass-through storage with these things. Now, Grand Design does an excellent job of insulating their products a little bit better in comparison to other models. So the cool thing, if you see up inside here, as long as you're running your furnace, that'll provide heat down here into the underbelly of the coach. So if you guys happen to be out there on that late October day, that'll ensure that this thing prevents a lot of the plumbing and everything inside from freezing. Now, another cool thing that they do is a battery disconnect inside here. So a lot of times if you're storing this trailer, there's always some small items on the inside of the trailer that has a very small parasitic draw. If you don't disconnect the terminals from the battery, you're gonna come back to a dead battery within a couple weeks. So this is something that's really easy to do. You just simply push in, and that disconnects all the life or all the power to the trailer. It makes it a little bit more convenient from having to disconnect those terminals on the battery. They also give you a cool little motion sensor lighting inside here too. So if you guys happen to come out here in the middle of the nighttime, that'll ensure that you're not having to fumble around for a light switch or anything like that. Now, something that's awesome with this is the size of the awning. So you gotta think, the majority of the time when you guys are camping, you're probably gonna be outside hanging out. You're gonna have a picnic table pulled up, you're gonna have your chairs set up and some tables. The entire sidewall of this trailer has an awning. Now, another neat thing that I like is the fact that it's black in color. Some of the old style models used to have like a, all white. The problem is if it starts to rain and the underneath of that awning gets a little bit wet, well, if you don't run that back out, you're gonna come back to mold and mildew stains. This is gonna be much more resistant in comparison to some of the older style models. Another cool thing with these too is it has an adjustable pitch arm to it. So you can literally pull one side down of the awning, or you can pull down the other side too. The reason why you'd wanna do this, if it's pouring down rain outside, simply put, that'll just give the awning some pitch and allow that rainwater to run off versus it collecting in the middle of the awning and possibly end up snapping the awning arms if it gets heavy enough to do. The other thing, if it happens to be really sunny out and maybe the sun's really, really low, you can pull both sides down and ensure that this awning flap up above keeps the sun out from your eyes. Push that back up here. All right, so over here, this is gonna be the back of your furnace. Really nothing you guys need to mess with there. This is gonna be the back of your water heater. There's a little bit of maintenance to be done there, but certainly we'll show you guys that when you come in and actually take delivery of this thing. Now underneath, they give you a quick connect for propane. So if you guys want to bring your own portable grill, that would connect directly to this. Now this quick connect is tied into those front 30-pound propane bottles. So everybody could be hanging out here, you know, enjoying the, the nice sun on a good summer day, and you guys would be able to hang out and cook on that propane grill. Over here, the base of a trailer is probably one of the most important things when it comes time to constructing the entire trailer. I kind of, equate that to a foundation on a home. You know, you want the foundation extremely strong, that way you can build the rest of the walls over top of it. Well, something that Grand Design is doing on the Reflection lineup is the MORride 3000 suspension. So most models will just provide you a standard leaf spring style suspension. The advantage or benefit to this is the fact that it's an independent suspension. So this will glide over top of potholes very nicely, saving a lot of the items on the inside of the trailer from rocking around and possibly causing any damage. Plus, you as a driver, when you're up front in that truck, you're not gonna have a whole bunch of lagging or moving with the trailer, and it's gonna provide you a much easier towing experience. Now, something that everybody talks about within the industry is China bomb tires. The majority of these tires are manufactured in China, and most people, they spend the money right off the bat to get nice tires. Specifically, Goodyear endurance tires are the most popular tire within the industry. Grand Design tries to hold themselves to a higher standard, and right off the bat, they're giving you Goodyear endurance tires. So these are an E-range tire, something that you have the ability to travel upwards of 70 miles an hour with. So these are gonna be something that's gonna be really, really great over time and save you some cost. Now, something that they've added new for this year is the Tire Link system. So Tire Link is manufactured by a company called Lippert. Lippert, I'm sure if you guys have heard, they manufacture a ton of items within the industry. But what this is a tire pressure monitoring system. It actually comes with this model. There's a box inside that they'll give you. The tire pressure monitoring system, that'll just give you the ability to take off these valve stem caps. They'll install right there. And via a phone app, you'll be able to monitor the tire pressure of this trailer. So that's something that, again, they already install and include with this. Kind of saves you some money in the long run too. Now while I'm standing here, something that's a little bit neat here is they give you an exterior outlet for a TV. So if you wanted to, maybe you were hanging out, maybe there's a football game going on a Sunday, maybe you had that NASCAR race, you could set that stuff right up here, be able to enjoy it underneath of your awning. Or if you're like us, we cook a lot outside, so we just pull a little table up right here, we have a little skillet, set the skillet up top, we'll be able to have some breakfast in the morning. So moving on, they give you 3 entrance steps inside the trailer. Some trailers are doing just 2 entrance steps. So it's very difficult, especially if you have bad knees or if you're getting a little bit older. And the other cool thing is these are aluminum. So some trailers are doing steel steps. Over time, they tend to rust and corrode. With these, they'll be fine for a lot of years to come. And they give you this really, really nice large grab assist handle to be able to climb right up inside of the trailer. So if you guys follow me over here, I'll show you what the back looks like. So they have a fully walkable roof and a big ladder there. That way you can climb up top and do any of your proper maintenance as needed. By the way, proper maintenance is something we're gonna touch on a ton when you guys actually come out here and visit the dealership, but you're gonna wanna make sure that you're checking out your seals and caulking up on the roof very, very frequently. Back here is awesome. You got a great storage area. Not only do they have the one up front, but you've also got this back here. They also give you another little LED light for outside. And then down below, they give you a receiver. So if you guys notice, some trailers, they give you a bumper on the back. With this, you don't have the bumper. Instead though, they give you this receiver here, and what the receiver does is a couple things. You could get a little storage rack, slide the storage rack in there, and have some extra storage. Or for some states that allow it, you could even double tow with this thing. I certainly wouldn't recommend or do it, but some people are out there and I've seen them on the forums doing so. So at least that gives you the ability. Just so that you're in the know, this has a rating of a 300-pound tongue weight. So how much weight is on the downforce of the receiver, or it has a 3,000-pound towing capacity. So if you decide to end up doing that double tow. Up top, they've give you a pre-wire for a backup camera. So this unit has already been purchased by a client and they opted to go ahead and have that camera installed. It's very inexpensive to do and something that may save a lot of marriages in the future. Just something that I think I'd probably add to any travel trailer or fifth wheel if I was to own one myself. So if you guys want to follow me over here, we'll keep moving. So something that's really important with Grand Design is their structural integrity. So they were one of the first manufacturers within the industry to introduce the 3-year structural warranty. So like for as long as I can remember, it was always just a 1-year bumper to bumper type warranty. With these guys, they do 3 years. So something that gives them that confidence to do that 3-year structural warranty is the way that they manufacture their slide outs and also their back walls of the trailer. So for some of you guys that are technical and understand kind of the construction side of things, the strongest way to make a sidewall within the industry is to laminate it. So the same way they make their sidewalls on their trailer is the same way that they're gonna do their slide boxes here. Okay, some manufacturers, what they'll do is they just simply hang a piece of fiberglass here and just screw it in using all these screws down below. There's nothing wrong with that, but the disadvantage to it is it doesn't give you the structural integrity to stand up on top of the slide. That's something that Grand Design says, and again, we don't want to have a party up there, but for any proper maintenance needed, you can climb up on top of that slide out and actually stand there and be able to do your maintenance. Another spot is on that back wall. A lot of manufacturers will not laminate that back wall. Same kind of thing, they'll just do that free hanging piece of fiberglass. And again, it's just something that does not provide the best structural integrity for a lot of years coming down the road. So if you guys want to keep moving here. So this is going to be the back of your refrigerator. Again, some maintenance stuff to be done there. Again, for some of you folks that want to know, this is a Schwintek style slide out. There's some cool features to this, but very, very easy to use, very easy to repair or fix in the event something's to go wrong with this. Right here, you guys have a very large 30-foot 50-amp power cord. So inside, we'll show you in a little while, but with that 50-amp, that gives you the ability to add a second AC to this trailer. That way in those hot 100-degree summer days down in Florida, this thing should do a really good job of being able to keep everything nice and cool. Now this is detachable too. Some lesser expensive models, you have to slide and work this cord all the way back inside. It's just a pain. So this is something that's really, really nice that they do. Now, up front here is kind of your main, hookup station. So this is called the Nautilus system. What the Nautilus system is a place for us to be able to control all of our water systems. We have a black tank flush that's inside here. We can fill up our fresh water tank. There's just a ton of really, really good stuff that's right here. If you guys want to know a little bit more about this, we're going to do another video here soon, kind of explaining all the exact details on how this stuff works. Something that's really cool with this too is the location of all your drains for your black and your gray tank. So many times these valves here are down below and up underneath of the trailer, so it's very difficult to access. Sometimes they'll even put it underneath of a slide out, so it's again very, very difficult to get to. This is cool because they put it all right here, so you'll be able to pull the valves very easily and not have to climb up and underneath of the trailer. Speaking of that, your sewage drain is going to be located right underneath. Up underneath of there too, they give you a little LED light. So if you guys happen to come in at nighttime, you go ahead, flip on the LED light and hook this thing up with ease. And then just making our way back over here, this is the other side of that 30-pound propane bottle. And then I'll show you one last thing up underneath. They give you another really good storage spot underneath of here. Another little light here. So in some lesser expensive models, they won't have a dividing wall here. So the passenger storage is open to this. So if you have big bins inside or anything that you don't want really sliding around, when they don't put that dividing wall there, stuff can shift and move really, really easily. So that's nice that they have that dividing wall up front there. All right, guys, we're standing inside of the 268 Reflection. Let's check a couple things out inside. So first off, as soon as you come in, you've got a very large U-shaped dinette. So you can fit the whole family here, slide a couple people out back, sit on the edges, or even bring up a couple chairs at the end. I can envision everybody sitting around playing some cards. Keep in mind too, this drops down into a bed. The nice thing with the U-shaped dinettes is the fact that it's a little bit longer, a little bit wider. So for that person that wants to sleep on this, it's gonna be a lot more comfortable in comparison to the standard boost style dinette. Now right above this, if you guys see, they've got these blackout MCD roller shades. Some models, they do the old style pleated nightshades. They're a pain to use, and if one of those strings breaks, it's very, very difficult to restring. So these are awesome. They shed the light out very, very well, and you can stop them wherever you want them. And the windows here are all fully openable. So you can open all these up, get a really, really nice cross breeze going through if you guys don't want to be running the AC on any of those hot summer days. Now, if you guys check out over here, this is your kitchen area. It's very, very, very nice. I mean, tons of cabinetry, lots of storage, lots of counter space. You got a nice little farm style sink here with a residential style faucet that pulls down, and you've got a sprayer or a solid line. Over here is your cooktop, 3 burners, manufactured by Furrion with a full-size oven underneath. Cool thing with this is it has a direct spark to it. So unlike some of the old style models where you have to use a lighter in order to like ignite the pilot in there, this all does it automatically for you. So that's something that's really cool. Up above, you got a full-size residential style mic. Hopefully I don't have to talk about that much. Hopefully you guys know how to use that. Over here, they got a little wine rack or a water bottle rack, whatever you prefer. And then again, lots of really nice cabinetry up top. Cool thing is these are all hardwood cabinet styles too. Some models are using, some fake wood or, fake plywood and that kind of thing. So these look really, really nice, but they close very nicely too. Right here, you got a very good size smart TV manufactured by TCL. It's a Roku TV. So you guys can have your Netflix, you can have your, what is it? You guys do Hulu these days? I don't do Hulu, but I do Netflix. So you can watch Netflix on this. So that's really, really cool. If you guys want to follow me up top here, we'll step up here. Right here is going to be your controls for the AC unit. You guys have a 15,000 BTU AC in here. So that's going to be a really, really high output. And then to the left here is a max air fan. So that max air fan is directly above up top here. That's going to be used as like an exhaust fan. It's powered, so you literally turn it on or off. You don't have to climb up there and touch a button or anything, which is cool. But if you guys want to follow me up front here, we've got our bedroom. So up front here in the bedroom of the Reflection, you'll notice that they don't give you guys a slide out up front here. That's because this Reflection is within their 150 series. They don't want to put a bunch of weight up front here and increase the pin weight of the vehicle, because most F-150s have a very small payload capacity. But on another note, we'll talk about all this stuff up here. You got cool little accent lights on both sides. You can turn those on or off. Up above, you have great, great storage. A lot of people are probably wondering right now while we're watching the video, well, where am I gonna hang any of my stuff at? Well, if you transition over here, you can see they've got a little hanging closet. And then you got some storage drawers down underneath. And then they even give you some storage underneath of the bed here. So I'll show you that real quick. Now notice something too, they give you the gas struts. Some models don't even give you gas struts. The other thing is you don't have any exposed plywood for the base here. Some they just throw a bunch of wood down and kind of cheaply throw this together. This is very nicely finished off. Plus this opens up really, really tall. Some of these they put the gas struts way up here and you gotta climb way underneath of there in order to access this. So that's really, really nice. Now the bed size in this thing, 60 by 80 residential queen bed. So if the mattress that they're giving you on here isn't the best, which it's not, you're gonna need to get a new mattress or maybe a mattress topper. 60 by 80 residential queen, same way for the sheets too. All right, so we're standing inside of the bathroom in here. I always step inside the shower because most people always do so whenever I'm showing them out here on the lot. But I'm not a very tall guy. I'm about 5'9" and I'm not very big, but I can tell you I got pretty good elbow room here, both ways. They also, though, in the shower, they give you a little bit of a better shower nozzle. A lot of these aren't the best, so that's nice. Hopefully that should give you a little bit more shower pressure when you're coming out. The other cool thing too is they give you, glass shower doors. Be careful with these before you guys go rolling down the road. You got to make sure that these are latched in place. If not, you're definitely going to come back to some broken glass. But this is nice because it makes it a little bit more residential feeling. I'm going to step out here real quick. Want to show you porcelain bowl toilet. All right, so just like at home, but there seriously is, the reason why they do this is because it doesn't help, hold a lot of the odors that like a plastic bowl toilet does, and also doesn't stain as easy either. So not only is it a little bit more comfortable, but it's also got some benefits there too. To show you over here what this kind of looks like, they actually give you a good sized sink. Some of these things, like this sink is only that big and completely unusable. You know, for me, I may not want to get a shower in the morning. Maybe I just want to wash my face. With this, I could actually put my face down here and be able to, you know, actually do so. Versus if I had that small sink, I wouldn't be able to do it. But they also give you a little bit of counter space here, and they give you a nice little medicine cabinet up overhead. Great storage underneath. And then up above over here on this side, they give you a little bit more storage here too. I'll show you what that looks like. Now there's a vent that's up top here. That way for moisture and kind of help you know, with some of the odors or anything that may come in here. You could throw in a max air fan up front here too. That way it could really suck some air out, because this isn't the best of fan that they put inside here. If you guys want to follow me out here, we're going to check out the rest of the trailer. So this is why this thing is so popular, is because of the bunk beds in the back and the theater seating. You know, when you are outside, you know, at that long summer day, you probably want to come in here, chill out a little bit. The theater seats are super comfortable. They even recline too, which I don't know about you, but that's pretty nice. Throw these back, get a little nap in. Now another neat thing is they have heat and massage seats in here. So I don't know if this is really camping, but hey, some people want the glamping, you know, features, if you will. So we're talking about the bunk beds back here. So the bunk beds in these things are very wide and they're very long. So not only could a small, you know, child sleep on this, but an adult could sleep up here too and be really comfortable. Now, an issue with a lot of these bunk bed style fifth wheels or travel trailers is the fact of storage. You know, a lot of them don't really have a good place to put anything, you know, for your guests to come. So this gives you a little bit of storage up here. So they give you a little hanging closet there, and they give you some storage drawers all the way down below. Now these all have these privacy curtains too, so you guys can close those off. But also something that I find that's neat is the amount of windows that are back here. A lot of these bunk beds, they feel like a cave when you climb inside of them. And for the people that are like claustrophobic, they're definitely not having those when they don't have any windows. So that's nice, you have it on both the top and the bottom. All right, YouTube, so hopefully y'all enjoyed this quick walk around on the Reflection 2021 268BH. Again, my name is Justin Shanholtzer. I represent Beckley's RVs, Maryland's #1 RV dealership for the last 18 years in a row. And for the last 2 years, I've been their #1 salesperson. So if you guys want to see some more content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. We're going to go ahead and leave all my information down below, along with the dealership's information. All I ask is before you guys call in, be sure to ask for me. Reach out to me first. We'd love to take care of you guys and answer any questions that you may have. Be sure to check out for the next ones. Take it easy.